Hey YouTube, I'm going to help a little bit here. I've discovered how to properly tune the carburetors on a GS750. Now there's lots of videos out there, but I've rebuilt 2 sets and I have a 3rd set, and I've had 1 set to a shop, and they specialized in 70s and 80s motorcycles, and the GS750 Mikuni VM26 millimeter threw them for a loop because they had never seen a carburetor that has a fuel adjustment screw right here on it. Right, as you know, these all have this. So I'm going to tell you how to do it correctly, because I've been fiddling with this for the last year, and I've got the factory service manual. I've watched the YouTube videos, and a lot of guys are able to get it running, but I want to share what I've found. So first thing you got to do, get your carbs, clean them out, put them back together. Yes, you should probably put new all new rubber O-rings in it and everything. And there's plenty of videos on that. At least I think there are. Second thing you got to do, this is where it gets a little expensive if you want to do it like the way I'm doing it here. A vacuum mate is, man, it is a key to this. So once you bench sink your carbs and you get all you get all these set on the bench, just get the thing running, okay? Like turn these back 1 1/4 screws. The pilots on the bottom on these, lightly bottom them out, turn them back 5/8 of a turn, and that should get you at least running. Okay, you might need to fiddle with your idle a little bit and your choke to get it going, but just get it going. You have to make sure your ignition is in good shape already. I'm sorry, this is kind of wordy, but it's on my mind, so I want to share. So you get it running. Then you got to have a vacuum gauge of some sort. Okay, you can put the air manual ones. They're like $50 on eBay. You can use those. I use vacuum mate because I can see it all at once, and it is super helpful. Let me show you what a vacuum mate does. Okay. So vacuum mate will show you how much air each intake is pulling all at once. Okay, we're pretty close. Okay, and that's what this is right here. Okay, we're hooked into each one of these, and to get this balanced, again, I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty close here. You've seen the inside of these in other videos. The best way to do it, honestly, is with the Suzuki tool. Here it is. I got this one on eBay. They're kind of hard to find. You can do it with a wrench and a screwdriver, but this makes it so much easier. 09913-14520. And this is nothing more than I think it's an 8mm, maybe it's a 10. With a handle on it, and then this makes it so easy. You've got to be so delicate when you're making these adjustments. You can take them all off too. Okay, yes, the purist will say this changes a little bit. It changes a very tiny amount when you take them off, but they're all off. They're all about the same leakage. Okay, so get these all super close. Like this isn't perfect, but it's really close. So as soon as you get that working, then what you need to do, what you're going to need, this gets kind of expensive, guys, but this is the way to do it. You need to get a color tune. Okay, Google these, look at, there's YouTubes on them. This is so important, because when you get this in there and you can see what's going on with your full jet open, full throttle open, and idle, you can really get where you need to go. So what you need to do is, because these are all on the bottom, okay, The only way to get to these things is with this, okay? Otherwise, you'll be pulling these off, pulling them back on. You're going to hate life, okay? But this is the way to do it. So what you do, you get it at like an idle. You want to look in the color tune, back this off like maybe 1 1/4 turns on all of them while it's running, even if it's running rough. Run the idle a little high so it'll keep running. And then when your color tune is in here, twist this. I mean, a fraction of a turn makes a difference. Get whichever one has a color tune in it, get it to go the Bunsen blue, and then open it to full throttle, or more, so you're in your main jet, because this is your main jet you're adjusting. Get it to go on the main jet, or you can screw this down, to get it into a higher RPM on the mains, and then adjust this until you get the nice Bunsen blue here, okay? Then bring it back down to an idle and adjust your idle air screw so you get Bunsen blue at your idle, right? Because you've already adjusted your main. Now you just need to adjust this. This is assuming you've already done the floats, right? You've already got all the, make sure, I'm sorry, before you do this, make sure all of them use a float checker. There's a float gauge checker. If your floats are off, you can't do this. But anyways, I hope this is helpful. The tool that I was just using is and I've got an auxiliary fuel tank. It's going to be almost impossible to do this without an auxiliary fuel tank. This is a, what's the brand here? I'll just read it. Pit Pos #2 tools. Anyways, it's an angled screwdriver, and on the end, this is changeable. These are kind of spendy too, but if you want to do it and be able to do it right, that's what it's going to take. So yeah, some of this stuff is kind of expensive. This assumes that your timing's already correct as well. But oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the tool. Oh, Pit Posse Tools, 90-degree carburetor offset adjusting set. So that's what that tool is. And the vacuum mate's right there. The vacuum mate's like $400 or $500. But if this is a hobby and you want to, hobbies, you spend some money, right? I've been working on this thing for probably a year plus, and I've had it for 20-something years, and I'm having fun working on it. But this is a GS750, 1977, and there you go. Hope that's helpful to somebody. If you have any questions, ask a question. It's so tacky in the comments, but I'm not monetizing anything. If it comes across my email, I'll send you an answer, tell you what I know. So have a good one.